From inside Series Futsal Arena at Futsal Oz in Thomastown, Melbourne, Australia, welcome to the final match of round 3 of Series Futsal Victoria Women. Michael Chiavello, Han Tran with you. It's a battle, Han, between first place Preston and second place, the champions from last season, Fitzroy.
It's going to be a battle tonight, and we're going to see a lot of physicality and a lot of flair. I feel like these two teams will just bring out whatever they've got in the bag out for show in the final game of this round.
Let's run you through the teams. First of all, for Preston, number 99 in goal, Chanel Camilleri. Karina Naltu having a stellar breakout season, number 5. Layla Abdulatif wears 8. Steph Galere in 10. Camilla Fresneda, 14. Teodora Duric, number 17. Louisa Verratti, 21. Taylor Halabi, number 23.
And for Fitzroy, number 1 in goals, or could be, Kat Sajek, number 4, Chloe Drinoski, the captain, number 7, Steph Otto, 10 is Emily Kopok, welcome back, number 13, Claudia Frescalzo, number 14, Daniela Galuccio, number 23, Diana Frescalzo, and lastly, goalkeeper of the night could be Elizabeth Ayer.
The coin toss, the shaking of hands between the captains. That powerhouse, that juggernaut for Fitzroy, Chloe Drinotsky. They've got to shut down Karina Naltu tonight. Shut down Teodora Duric, especially when she's at the top of the D. And Preston need to close down Claudia Frescalzo, the Golden Boot winner of 2022. Look out for the assists of Steph Otto. Kopok also able to score goals, of course. Look out for the slaloming runs of Layla Abdulatif for Preston. There is so much talent in both of these teams, Han.
Oh, all-stars matchup, but then you've got their managers for Fitzroy, Jimmy Sufis and Scotty Rogan, do what they do best. Their plays and their tactics, we're going to see that on the court tonight. And the other end of the court is Aki Rachulis and Aisha Attic, still recovering from her knee injury. So she's playing the goalkeeper kind of coach role for the team, and Chanel Camilleri, she's shown that the coaching from Attic has been amazing.
She was named goalkeeper in last week's Team of the Week, Chanel Camilleri. Can she go back-to-back in that privilege? Both halves will be 23 minutes. We're just waiting to kick off the first half. Battle between number 1 Preston, number 2 Fitzroy. Both on 6 points apiece after 2 games. Goal differential though, Preston on 27, Fitzroy on 7. But most of those for Preston came from giving an absolute spanking to Pascoe Vale.
Which Fitzroy might have an odd level where they're versing Pascoe Vale next round, so they'll get the chance to up their points as well.
Teodora Duric will start. We see her bottom of your screen. The talented, I think she's 16 years old for Preston. An absolute goal poacher. Wearing the headband as well tonight. Duric. Frescalzo, early shot at goal. And Camilleri denies her. Preston fighting to maintain top position. They won't do it like that. Deanna Frescalzo, first goal on the board for the champions, Fitzroy. Poor mistakes in defence from Preston. And Deanna Frescalzo capitalises.
Oh, we're talking about stars and this pressure that Fitzroy bring. Taylor Halabi just in the defensive half. That pressure coming from Fitzroy, though Deanna does what she does best, just put a foot on it and still wins the ball, and that angling as she's falling to the ground finds a sweet spot in the bottom right-hand corner. So Fitzroy now, first blood has drawn.
Big hello to Sagar Magathapa watching on YouTube, cheering on Preston. Down the left side for Preston. Fitzroy. And put out before Claudia Frescalzo could make a dash down the left wing. Here's Claudia Frescalzo. Wants to join her sister on the scoreboard. Deanna Frescalzo, another shot on goal. That one goes across the face. Just the sort of start that Fitzroy were hoping for in the opening minute.
Just to get the nerves out of the way. I feel like sometimes if they don't score for quite some time, and I think that was a double pass back, so Preston really feeling that pressure. It's going to be an indirect free kick against their way. Just a silly mistake there coming from the Preston defence.
Goal scoring opportunity again, presenting itself for the champions, Fitzroy. Discussions being had, a 3-woman wall. The Frescalzos debating who will take it. Maybe Claudia off her right. Feeds it out. Deanna. Preston trying to break. Well cleaned up though by Deanna Frescalzo. Here's Steph Otto. Otto goes out wide. Here's Dranotsky. Just couldn't get a hold of it. Early nerves from Preston, who are still yet to settle. Here's Teodora Duric. Fitzroy ball. Claudia Frescalzo to Chloe Dranotsky. Duric blocks.
I think early nerves because this is the first time they've been challenged in this season. The first round was Carlton 8-1, and then last game against Pascoe Vale.
Nicely fed out to Claudia Frescalzo. Deanna couldn't get it under control. Dranotsky powering through. Chloe Dranotsky squared it. Nobody home though. Duric on the break for Preston. Can't get past Frescalzo.
She did well to block her off. That's what you got to do in the defence. And Duric has got to find a way. She hasn't done too much of the ball. Preston's going to allow her that opportunity.
2-on-1 here. Closing down the lone goal scorer. Oh, how about that? Not alone anymore. Steph Otto, a wonderful goal, makes it 2-0.
We've seen so many header goals in this round, and I love to see it. And I think it's the outdoor season, everyone getting worked up and practicing their headers. And once again, that throw-in, you got to take your chance. And Steph Otto, with that brilliant run in, the D, fantastic finish. Oh, I can't even, the keeper can't even stop that.
What a perfect start from the champions, Fitzroy. Another one! Just on the outside. Claudia Frescalzo with the header. Preston are shake. They're all shook up at the start of this game. Nerves aren't settled. They're flustered, confused. And look how relaxed Fitzroy is. Easy clean-up out of defence. Little toe poke over the line. Deanna Frescalzo to bring it in. Teodora Duric looks unnerved. Frescalzo. Otto to Dranotsky. Back to Otto. Steph Otto to Claudia Frescalzo. Back heel to Deanna. Otto!
Oh, what a ramp from Taylor Halabi. But yes, Preston nerves. Then I don't think they were ready. They didn't come in this game ready to match on Fitzroy.
Short corner. Steph Otto to take this one. Dranotsky out wide. Didn't get a good connection to it though. Steph Galea just getting away from her. Teodora Duric. Duric moves top of the D. Here's where she's potent. Goalkeeper's ball. Over the top to Otto, running on. Into the hands of Camilleri. Feeds it out to Duric. Duric centres it. The return ball. Teodora Duric. Dranotsky. Beautifully stolen by Steph Otto. She's having a great game so far, Steph.
Just that confidence from Steph Otto. Had a bit more time there to have a shot at goal, but in the end, I'm sure she'll have plenty of opportunities come her way.
Camilla Fresneda on the court. Cut out by Claudia Frescalzo. Goes out wide, back to Dranotsky. Dranotsky controlling traffic as always. Feeds it through the centre. Duric battles for it. Wins it. Puts it out. Preston yet to settle after a rampaging start from Fitzroy. Otto is off. Dranotsky Takes a walk down the left wing. Switch play to the right. Chance there for Daniela Galuccio, the number 14 for Fitzroy. And that one too far for Drunotski to reach. Preston holding on to their timeout. Thought they may have called it after that second goal and get a word just to settle down, calm down, refocus, regroup.
I think they're doing it on the court as we speak, Michael. I don't think they need a timeout. I think they've re-switched their brain and so far haven't conceded a goal.
Out wide to Drunotski. Can't get past Camilla Fresneda.
When do you get into panic mode, you reckon? 5 goals? 3, 4?
You know what, though? I reckon 2 in 2 minutes against the champions. That's panic stations for me. I'd go to the panic room. I'd press all the buttons, close that door, close the next door, close the next door, stay in my panic room.
No, throwback, Michael. It's all about throwback references tonight.
I just Jodie Fostered myself, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Durich can't bring it under control.
And who's in it? Kirsten Stewart? She's a young one in there. That
yes, I
yeah,
believe
that
you're
has
right.
diabetes.
That's right. And it's the actor with the freaky eyes. I forget his name. Good movie. But Preston cannot resort to the panic room. They've got to turn it on here, or this game may very well get away from them, because Fitzroy are hard to score against. You can't let them get too far ahead of you. Drunotski. Durich. Nice work from Durich. Through the centre, Drunotski there, the ever-reliable Chloe Drunotski. So a timeout called by Preston. We'll take a quick break and be right back. Goal line, Alex, after almost 10 minutes.
No, I didn't. I thought at least Fitzroy will be up a goal or two, but credit to Carlton. They've done everything right. They're defending well. They're attacking. They're not allowing Fitzroy to play their usual game, and that's very hard to do against a team like of Fitzroy.
The personification of excitement! Josh Allen is on the court, and he scores! Welcome back, Josh Allen, you absolute freak!
And that was all down to Michael Nguyen there. Lovely ball. Look at this. Scotty Rogan. Michael Nguyen made the run and then found the pass. And Josh Allen, even though the tackle came in, and as we said, it's been a tight game. Allen clears. Caro. Sewell. Back to Allen here.
33 seconds.
Oh, it's given away, Allen. Good tackle, Allen. Just can't reach out, Sewell.
Oh!
And it's Josh Allen.
There
Josh
it is.
Allen scores. Josh Allen takes his top off.
The hat trick. He gets his hat trick, gets his top off, and sends the stadium into overdrive.
Interrupters.
The stadium's erupted.
A much-needed timeout for Preston. Have they resettled? Have they refocused? Well done there by Claudia Friscalzo. Halabi. Beautifully fed ball. And there it is! They're on the board! Preston have settled. Preston have refocused. Preston have a goal.
The timeout paid off, because look at this transition from one end to the court, and Fresneda with her touches and just toe pokes it in, passes Drunotski and Liz Eyre. So that's the goal that they desperately need.
Drunotski through the centre. Still Chloe Drunotski. Beautifully done. Fresneda wins it out of defense. Freskelzo slides in. And now we've got a game on our hands. Now you feel Preston's adrenaline flowing. Beautiful 1-2 play. Fresneda, though, losing it. I should say Galea losing it to Claudia Freskelzo. Fresneda to bring it in. Has Galea to her left. Here's Steph Galea. Another ball in from Fresneda. Is there an equaliser coming for Preston? Much more possession play.
They look a lot better. They look a bit more confident now. They play like how they would play.
Trying for a little flick behind there was Claudia Freskelzo.
I think they got the crowd behind them. They've finally got their fans rock up.
It's a great crowd on hand now, and they're vocal. Deanna Freskelzo jousting for that one. Don't believe we've seen Karina Nautu yet.
No, or Layla Abdulatif.
No. Nautu has been venomous in the first 2 rounds. A goal-scoring machine. Fitzroy looking to move to first place on the ladder. A position they usually occupy. It's rare to see them sitting in second, but it's only on goal difference and only because Preston have played Pascoe Vale and Fitzroy haven't. Charging through. M. Kopok. Always makes her presence felt, M. Kopok. Number 10 for Fitzroy. Wonderfully done from Deanna Freskelzo to intercept. Back to Deanna Freskelzo. Claudia's in the centre. Claudia just couldn't get a hold of it.
Deanna Freskelzo just looks so magical. She gets the ball out of a really tight spot to even allow that ball movement across face of goal. Don't think her sister was on the same path as her, though.
Daniela Galuccio goes across to take this one. Claudia Freskelzo waiting. Here she is. Curving shot, but curved the wrong way. Let's see if Claudia, the Golden Boot winner of 2022, finds her scoring boots tonight. You'd certainly, if you're a betting person, you'd have a flutter on her doing so. Lifted over the top, but ultimately given away there by Daniela Galuccio.
I think she's been challenged on this season so far. I think who's up there? Davies, who Beak had 5 in their name, and then tonight we saw Araha, 6 to her name.
Yep. Deanna Freskelzo already on the scoreboard. Fresneda. Galuccio turned on her left boot. But too many white shirts in front of her. Corner here, Galuccio takes it quickly, just over the top of Chanel Camilleri. Fitzroy threatening again. There was a period after that timeout where Preston were just savage, scoring a goal through Camilla Fresneda, but now they've quietened down again. The tide turning, ebb and flow of this intriguing match.
It's like a roller coaster ride. It's Fitzroy 1. If you had a worm, it would just go Ricker scale, just up and down as they go again, Preston.
Fresneda through the centre. Fresneda off her right. Fresneda again! It's a wonderful individual effort from Camilla Fresneda. Absolutely delightful.
You did not see that coming from all the way back. Contender for goal of the week, because it just, you're so reliable to have Camilla Fresneda as someone you can really put your money on to score that goal. And she did it with so much class and composure, taking on the entire team. It is almost like Jess Owl-like, and she's done it for Preston, and it looks like they've gone to a timeout. Possibly Fitzroy called that.
So Fitzroy timeout. We'll take a timeout. Be right back. The personification of excitement. Josh Allen is on the court and he scores. Welcome back, Josh Allen. You absolute freak.
And that was all down to Michael Nguyen there. Lovely ball. Look at this. Scotty Rogan. Michael Nguyen made the run and then found the pass. And Josh Allen, even though the tackle came in, and as we said, it's been a tight game. Allen clears, Caro, Sewell, back to Allen here.
33 seconds.
Oh, it's given away, Allen. Good tackle, Allen. Just can't reach out, Sewell.
Oh!
And it's Josh Allen.
There it
Josh
is.
Allen scores. Josh Allen takes his top off.
The hat trick. He gets his hat trick, gets his top off, and sends the stadium into overdrive.
Interrupters.
The stadium's erupted.
Interrupters there.
He'll take
Josh,
the yellow card, no
that's the
worries,
yellow.
Joseph.
We are seeing an absolute thriller. Locked at 2 goals apiece. A brace from Camilla Fresneda for Preston. Otto and Deanna Frescalzo a goal apiece for Fitzroy. Battle between Preston, top of the ladder, number 2 Fitzroy, who are the reigning champions. Only goal difference separates both teams. Nice turn. Deanna Frescalzo gets her second. A wonderful turn. A wonderful goal. Deanna Frescalzo moves Fitzroy ahead.
Again, just knocking over the defense of Preston. She does it so well, and in the end, just knows where the goals is, exactly where they are, and she's found that lead that Fitzroy need.
Layla Abdulatif gives it away. Coluccio. Frescalzo moving through the centre. Here she is, Deanna Frescalzo. Coluccio. Couldn't get the power. Karina Natu. Apologies, Louisa Verratti. We still haven't seen Natu emerge in this game. Deanna Frescalzo, 2 goals already tonight. Usually, that's something you'd expect with Claudia's name. But Deanna has been deadly.
Oh, she's been deadly in the first half. Oh, we're still in the first half, but you just keep seeing her steal the ball off Preston's defense and just find a shot at goal. And luckily for her, one went in the bag. She just works so hard.
Dranodsky, long throw up front. Almost a toe in there from Steph Otto, who has also scored one for Fitzroy. Fresneda, Abdulatif, Dranodsky. Well done by Layla Abdulatif. Here come Preston through Verratti. Toe pokes it back. Camilleri, goalkeeper of the week last week in the Team of the Week awards. Dranodsky, edge of the D, stolen from her. Fed out wide, but nobody there for Preston.
Love the switch up. Frescalzo's down back and Dranodsky up forward. I love how Fitzroy just switches. So he catches Preston's team players off guard because they don't know who to defend.
Oh, Claudia Frescalzo
Speaking of which.
was making a lovely run. Being given far too much room here, Fitzroy. Too much real estate to move in. Claudia looking for the header back. But Fitzroy starting to establish their dominance again. Corner here for Claudia Frescalzo. Will be another corner for Fitzroy. Fed out to Dranodsky. And put out by Abdulatif. Dranodsky. Through the centre. No one there for the return. On comes Steph Galea.
Haven't seen Juric too much. We saw her beat her in the first half.
She was a little shaky early on.
Yeah.
Took her off, and she hasn't returned here, Teodora Juric. Ball in from Preston. That one went nowhere. Badly given away. Abdul Latif versus Dranotsky. Long throw from Layla. Break on here. Deanna Friscalzo, one-on-one, down the right line. Friscalzo centres it. Claudio is running in. Abdul Latif. Beautiful. And Fitzroy get out of danger. On comes M. Kopok with the throw in. Deanna Friscalzo as Kopok was making a run through the centre.
She's going to do that for the entire night, and you're just going to battle it out. And Steph Galea did well, just apply that pressure, because if you let Deanna Friscalzo score, no doubt about it, it will go in.
Dranotsky, a shot on target off the left there from Chloe. Abdul Latif. Feed it back to Friscalzo. No foul given on Galuccio. Abdul Latif steals it. Ball centred, trying to find Nautu, who has been so potent early in the season. Karina Nautu, great personality. Han, you chatted to her last week. She's full of smiles and certainly full of talent, as we see Teodora Juric back on.
Yeah, very humble too. Just, you know, a very grounded player, and you want to see that in futsal. Just someone that's not going to be an all-star, and she was just very composed. So lovely to speak to her.
Abdul Latif to Juric. Dranotsky blocks. Nautu feeds it out to the Juric. Juric back to Nautu. Has Abdul Latif on her right. Goes left instead. Galea to Abdul Latif to Nautu. Back to Abdul Latif. Stolen from Nautu. Deanna Friscalzo. Now the break is on for Galea. Nautu. Dranotsky stops it. The ever-reliable Chloe Dranotsky.
She's just so brilliant to watch in the back line, and it was just her probably 2 against 1, and in the end just stopped that passage of play. Because Preston, they were moving, but just not quick enough.
Dranotsky again. The fail-safe Chloe Dranotsky for Fitzroy. Nautu switches to her left, back onto her right. Layla Abdul Latif. Blocked by Claudia Friscalzo. Galea running into some trouble almost there from M. Kopok. 45 seconds remains in what has been a fabulously entertaining first half. Vocal crowd on hand to watch this battle between first place Preston, second place Fitzroy.
This is a possible challenge from Fitzroy. I think it was. It was possible Chanel Camilleri put her hand on the ground while she was holding the ball. Or was it a timeout?
Might be a timeout. I thought we had our
I thought we
timeouts
already
already.
had 2 times out.
Right.
Yeah, I'm so confused.
Me too.
Did the first one called by Preston when they were...
When they
and
were
then
shaken, they called one, and then another one was called.
Just then, yeah. So,
okay.
I'm so confused.
Some confusion here, but we will stick with you, folks, while we work out what is going on. Just a reminder here, Camilla Fresneda has scored 2 for Preston. And for Fitzroy, Steph Otto scored 1. Deanna Friscalzo has scored 2. After that timeout, Preston came out absolutely on a rampage, but then they went quiet again and Fitzroy capitalised.
And then they had a timeout themselves and they came out firing. So it's been a really even game. The scoreboard really shows it, but the one to come out, Camilla Fresneda, to score that goal against Fitzroy, the whole team, really brings them in the game. But can they hold it? Because Fitzroy, they can play the whole game.
Preston need a win tonight because you know that Fitzroy is going to beat Pascoe Vale next week and they're going to get the goal difference up next week.
Absolutely.
As much as we said Pascoe Vale had improved tonight, it was their best showing earlier tonight. I mean, against Carlton Hart, they're going up against the champs next week.
So if Preston, they might turn the tide. If they win tonight, they could be up for a chance for championship.
Claudia Frascalzo, how do you do? Smack bang into the net off the throw-in from Chloe Dranotsky.
Again, it's the throw-ins. We've seen it all night, and I love to see more of it. They need to try this all because, without a doubt, look at this run-in from Claudia straight into Chanel Camilleri and just celebrations all around. And that's the goal they need now just to keep them in the lead.
Theodore Duric, a golden opportunity down the other end, gone astray for the youngster. And at halftime, my word, what action. We'll be back shortly. It's Fitzroy 4, Preston 2.
Allen clears, Caro, Sewell, back to Allen here.
33 seconds.
Oh, it's given away, Allen. Good tackle, Allen. Just
Allen.
can't reach out, Sewell.
Oh!
And it's Josh Allen.
There it
Josh
is.
Allen scores. Josh Allen takes his top off.
The hat trick. He gets his hat trick, gets his top off, and sends the stadium into overdrive.
Interrupters.
The stadium's erupted.
Interrupters there.
He'll take
Josh,
the yellow card, no
that's
worries,
the yellow-
Joseph.
You take the yellow card every day of the week.
Let's have a look at this replay, please. It all started here with Allen. Have a look. Not this bit here, but he wins the ball here
Good
in that tackle against Ate. Passes the ball off,
didn't give up.
and he goes to the back post and taps it in. So, yeah, Kevin...
their homework, they know how dangerous he is. Very quick-footed, can shoot, like you said, either left or right-footed. We see him right there.
Just take the words out of my mouth, Elias. Rip them out of my mouth. Elias Partamos on the scoreboard. The cannon lit the fuse. Finally.
He did, and look at this. This is beautiful. As we said, he's got his footwork going. And when he does, look at that lovely little touch. Created some space. What a pearl of a kick that was. Just bending it.
Andre Caro. Beautiful ball from Caro. Lamb's in the middle. Don't need him. Do not need him. Molan go 2-0. That was wonderful. And it all started because the doctor, Andre Caro, had the scalpel. Watch this. Watch how Caro cuts Cambo open. Beautiful pass down the line. That is a wonderful assist and a magnificent finish.
That's a great finish there.
Second half, where Preston are in jeopardy of losing top spot on the ladder. As Fitzroy, the champions, lead 4-2. Camillus Fresneda gets us underway. Preston need Galea. They need Nautu. They need Duric. Here's Theodora Duric. The youngster has to turn it on, work the magic, work the trickery. She's looked unsettled this game, Theodora. Fresneda's had a great game, scored 2 so far. Frascalzo scoring just before the break with a wonderful header. Just bumped off the ball there by Galea. Dranotsky, Frascalzo. Miscommunication there. Long ball. Dranotsky. Duric, well done. Galea through the centre. Well defended by Daniela Galuccio.
She's doing great here as a fill-in for Fitzroy tonight. Hopefully she will play more games for Fitzroy because she's just a very quirky player that we'd love to see on the court.
Claudia Friscalzo blocked by Duric. Get the feeling that if Teodora Duric can find a goal, her confidence will blossom and, you know, she might score a bag of them. She's that sort of player. Keeper trying to get on the scoreboard.
Why not? Liz Air, she loves it. I think she had one in the first game.
She did.
I think it was AQ, I think they versed.
Fresneda tried to lay it off to Duric. Trinotsky just lets it go over the line. This our final game of round 3. And there is another goal. And it's Daniela Galuccio who makes it 5-2. Is it going to be a Fitzroy avalanche now? 3 goals clear. And Preston just not looking themselves. Wonderful work. Galuccio. Beautifully off her left.
Oh, what a terrific goal coming from Galuccio. Again, with the quirkiness, she's got a little dance too, and always smiling, Danny Galuccio. Like to call her cheeky, and she's got a cheeky one in the bag. And just a fantastic work rate coming from Fitzroy. Once again, that throw-in, they're just using it all night.
You see Dranotsky always strategizing, giving words. She went over there and had a little chat to Claudia Friscalzo. What can they fashion here? Dranotsky back to Friscalzo. Kept in, ultimately out. Fresneda through the centre, Preston. Fresneda looking for a hat-trick, of course. That was low and fast, but off target for M. Kopok. Galea lifts it over the top. Here's a chance for Duric. Not herself tonight. You'd back her to score from there.
Not herself, absolutely. Everyone's got her off days. We talk about AQ Evangelia Parthamos not playing her best game. I feel like Duric, just not her night tonight. And against a team like Fitzroy, you've got to be on point.
Has the nerves of the big occasion of playing the champions gotten to Teodora Duric? Nice run down the right here from Kopok. Squares it. Galuccio is hoping for a second goal. Lovely run by M. Kopok. Duric. She had more time on that. Duric could have worked her way into the D. Takes a quick corner. Fresneda back to Duric. Oh, that's found its way in through a defensive error. Preston now to within 2 goals of Fitzroy. See what happened here? Yeah. Fresneda, Duric, it's come off.
I think it's come off Galuccio.
Own goal off Galuccio, I believe.
Yeah. Just facing into the goal and her leg happened to just touch the ball and slowly went in. Nothing Liz there, the keeper, could do on that occasion but to just watch it slide in.
5-3. Still in the game here, Preston. Ball in from Fresneda. Cracked by Galea. Still 17 and a half minutes to go.
Is that an unsuspecting gift from Fitzroy to Preston, possibly?
It really was. Put it in a box and put a bow on it.
Yep.
Passed it over, so there's a goal for you. But Fitzroy will not be rattled or fazed by it. They'll just simply proceed and do what they do. Break opposition down. Fresneda in the centre. Duric. Still Duric. Is the confidence building on Teodora Duric? Corner from her. It'll be another corner here for Preston. Fresneda to take it. Kopok. Kopok. Still Kopok. And Duric cuts it out.
It's what you need from a youngster to cut it out. Even though you're not scoring the goals, you got to be there to defend it first. And she did well there against Kopok, which passed, looks like Halabi with ease.
Claudia Frescalzo with the side ball. Lizaire tries for a thumper. Put out there by Claudia Frescalzo, scorer of a wonderful goal earlier on before half-time of a throw-in by Chloe Dranotsky that fooled the Preston defence. Duric at the top of the D is waiting. She's gone inside the D now, the youngster. Can they find her perhaps? Galea, Fresneda, Duric. Needed some assistance. Diana Frescalzo here. Side ball. Scotty Rogan, we'll see him in action on Friday night for Fitzroy.
You know who they're versing, Michael?
No. Duric. Getting some shots on goal now. Teodora Duric. How they need her. Corner from Duric. Poorly taken though. 3 white shirts there, but the one black shirt is the one it went to. Another chance here for Preston. Fresneda to take it this time. Just roosted over the goal by Steph Galea.
She's normally on point with those corner kicks, but Fitzroy just shutting her down tonight, which have done so brilliant. She hasn't even found any way near the goals.
Good stop there by Air. Preston are applying a little more pressure, starting to find themselves again. Good ball back from Fresneda. This is a good spell for Preston since that own goal went their way. Galea. Fresneda. Still Fresneda. She is looking for her hat-trick, of course. Now's a chance. Nobody in the D, and is it a foul?
Could possibly be. Is that a card?
Card's come out of the pocket, I believe.
Pretty loud out there in front of the Preston fans.
So a Preston free kick. What have they been working on the court in training? Steph Galea off her right. Timeout called. We'll take a quick break, folks, and be right back. Beautiful ball from Caro. Lamb's in the middle. Don't need him. Do not need him. Molan go 2-0. That was wonderful. And it all started because the doctor, Andre Caro, had the scalpel. Watch this. Watch how Caro cuts Cambo open. Beautiful pass down the line. That is a wonderful assist and a magnificent finish.
That's a great finish there.
Still have a scoreless goal line, Alex, after almost 10 minutes.
No, I didn't. I thought at least Fitzroy will be up a goal or two. But credit to Carlton. They've done everything right. They're defending well. They're attacking. They're not allowing Fitzroy to play their usual game, and that's very hard to do against a team like of Fitzroy.
The personification of excitement! Josh Allen is on the court, and he scores! Welcome back, Josh Allen. You absolute freak!
And that was all down to Michael Nguyen there. Lovely ball. Look at this. Scotty Rogan. Michael Nguyen made the run and then found the pass. And Josh Allen, even though the tackle came in, and as we said, it's been a tight game. They
12.5 minutes remains in the game. Fitzroy looking to go to the top of the ladder. Preston trying to claw their way back into this game. 2-goal differential. The third goal for Preston was an own goal. There is still time. But they need Karina Nautu. They need Teodora Duric. Frescalzo. Both Deanna and Claudia on the scoreboards tonight. Corner here for Fitzroy. That one way over the head of Chanel Camilleri. Now to out wide. Beautifully cut out. Fitzroy coming forward. Claudia Frescalzo just needed a toe to it, but Camilleri was there. Deanna Frescalzo forced to put the ball over the line. Took a deflection, so it will be a Fitzroy ball. Preston need a goal. Put them within one of the champions.
They can't just waste that opportunity away. Taylor Halabi, not the best possession. They just have to hold on to their possession because if they lose it too easily, Fitzroy will come back and punish them.
A little too far there. Both teams on 6 points. 27 goal difference for Preston after 2 games. 7 goal difference for Fitzroy. Claudia Frescalzo, thunderous shot. It will be a corner for Fitzroy. Steph Otto waiting to, there she is, Otto of her right, and Camilleri again called to action. 2 good saves from Chanel Camilleri.
Yeah, she's looking a lot better now. Just previously in the first half, looking a bit shook, but 2 crucial saves in a row. Can she continue that? Because Emka Pock, she's there lurking.
Otto again, a little closer this time. And no work for Camilleri on that occasion. Galea feeds it through to Halabi. Preston giving it away. They need to maintain that possession. Claudia Frescalzo. Oh, just a little too much mustard on it for Deanna Frescalzo, who would love to get her hat trick tonight.
Plenty of time to go, Michael.
Through the centre, Claudia. Beautifully done. Maybe not the right idea there from Emka Pock.
Emka Pock and Deanna Frescalzo, their moves are right, but it's just the timing, and I feel like they're getting on the right path, but because Em hasn't played too much of this season, or it might be her first appearance. I think
Free kick.
Yeah, Janoski just falling straight to ground, which is very rare to see. She's a pretty solid player.
Janotsky leaves it for Steph Otto. There's a 2-woman wall. Janotsky's out wide. You've got Kapok on the goal line. Janotsky! Camilleri, wonderful save. Absolutely wonderful. That had some sugar on it from Trinotsky.
Just looks so cool when she's just leaning right. And she's probably just working overtime here, Chanel Camilleri, in the past couple of minutes. And again, 3 crucial saves in a row to keep Preston only 5 goals to 3.
Durich back on the court for Preston. They need her youthful vigour. Verratti. Trinotsky with a throw. Deanna Friscalzo. A little bit too much heat on that one for Steph Otto to bring under control. Galea intercepted. Deanna Friscalzo, nicely done. Goal! Should have been scored by M. Kapok. That was a golden opportunity gone astray there to move 6-3 ahead for Fitzroy.
Again, the connection with Kapok and Deanna Friscalzo not there, but I'm sure they can continue to play with each other. They'll find some chemistry, just not on point tonight.
Deanna Friscalzo.
Deanna, you're going to call her name a lot because she just intercepts the ball. And that ball before you saw that she stole was so predictable from Preston. She knew what was coming before Preston even knew.
Lizier wants to get on the scoreboard.
She absolutely does. Guitar wins a quiet night for her when she starts shooting goals.
If she did, she'd be joining Steph Otto, Claudia Friscalzo, Daniela Galuccio, and Deanna Friscalzo as a goal scorer. Nice little share amongst 4 players for those 5 goals for Fitzroy tonight. 2 of them going the way of Deanna Friscalzo. Fresneda scoring 2 for Preston, the other being an own goal. Now to Verratti over the top for Now to. Tried to turn onto her right boot.
Had to outmuscle 2 Fitzroy players, which went on with that bounce. I'm not sure what Otto's playing. Tennis, possibly.
Claudia Friscalzo back on the court. Trying to feed it to Durich coming through the centre. Camilleri meets it. Teodora Durich. Nice ball from Durich. Galea. Corner for Preston. Durich at the top of the D. Durich. Looking for goal number 4, Preston, to bring it back within 1. Time is ticking down, 5.5 minutes remaining. Drinotsky sends it into a dangerous position. Otto coming through. Kapok's there. Run made by Galea. Can Durich get a hold of it? She cannot keep it in. Side ball for Chloe Drinotsky. It's getting down to that dangerous desperation time for Preston, who trail by 2. Maybe looking at relinquishing their top position on the ladder. Got to think that Fitzroy have Pascoe Vale next week. Another win in the books, probably. Coming up in a week's time for the champions. And it could be a big one. Claudia Friscalzo. Camilleri did well. And the ball fell well for it.
That was Galea there to save the day. Just good lucky bounce, because if that kind of slid it in further on, would have definitely gone in, and that would have been game over for Preston. They're still in it. They could score 2 quick goals and not concede any. It's going to be challenging, but Fresneda, where is she at?
Fresneda's here. Their only goal scorer tonight. Duric. Galea. Trenotsky. The fail-safe. Fresneda and Elizaire got fingertips to it. Good pressure from Preston. Fresneda. Fresneda! Tried to toe poke it past Elizabeth here.
What an incredible split save from Lizaire. Again, denying any goal from Preston.
Galea to Duric. Oh, it's on now. It is on now for Fitzroy. And it's on indeed. That'll be the ball game, I dare say. Room to move. Camilleri made a good save. The ball didn't fall well for her, though. And Fitzroy capitalised.
Fantastic save, but Galuccio once again, perfect timing. And she's only been the only goal scorer in this second half. But that's all you need, and that's going to be the sealer of the game for Fitzroy.
2 goals. Daniela Galuccio, 2 for Scalzo, 1 for Claudia for Scalzo, 1 for Steph Otto. 6 for Fitzroy. They will go to the top of the ladder. Preston, disappointing night for Teodora Duric. Didn't see much of Layla Abdulatif. Galea's been firing long-distance shots. Disappointing for Karina Nautu.
They'll move on. They've got RQ next week, and that's a building block for them, and that hopefully they can learn from this game against Fitzroy, because they're just all class and that composure. They win. Again, it's the whole game. They play from start to finish, and that momentum that they create and that intensity is from the start to the end. Doesn't matter how many goals they're leading by. They play to the end.
Galea. Halabi. Fresneda couldn't get a hold of it. No way back now for Preston. Galea again trying for one of those long distance attempts we spoke about. Duric has had only a couple of opportunities tonight. Here she is again. Duric feeds it to Fresneda, the only goal scorer for Preston. Lifts it to Duric. And Lizier there to meet. The headers tonight of Fitzroy have been impeccable. That beautiful one before the halftime break, the headed goal from Claudia Frescalzo off Chloe Dranotsky's throw-in was absolutely superb. Here's Claudia Frescalzo. She has 1 on the board. Her sister has 2 on the board. 44 seconds remains.
Has Steph Otto got a header too? I think her goal? Can't remember.
Yes, I think Steph Otto had the other header.
So it's all headers tonight. It's a throw-in from Chloe Dranotsky, the one to play make all those headers.
Player of the match tonight. There will be a few to choose from. It'll be hard to go past Deanna Frescalzo. Number 23, she's been busy and she scored a couple of goals. Wild crack there again from Galea. Has fancied herself with a long-range shot tonight, Steph Galea, but it just hasn't worked out that well.
No, it just hasn't got the mark really. It's just too powerful. It goes over the goals. I mean, the power is there. It's just the intensity. You need something more like Beck Davies to lower it a bit more.
11 seconds away from a Fitzroy win. The champions returning to the top of the ladder.
Galuccio, she wants a hat-trick.
Fitzroy will remain the only undefeated team. They'll go 3-0. Preston go 2-1. And at the final whistle, Fitzroy return to the top of the ladder with a 6-3 win.
overdrive.
Interrupters.
The stadium's erupted.
Interrupters there.
He'll take
Josh,
the yellow card. No
that's a
worries,
yellow-
Joseph.
You'll take the yellow card every day of the week.
Let's have a look at this replay, please. It all started here with Alan. Have a look. Not this bit here, but he wins the ball here in that tackle against Ate. Passes the ball off.
Didn't give up.
And he goes to the back post and taps it in. So, yeah, Kevin...
their homework. They know how dangerous he is. Very quick-footed. Can shoot, like you said, either left or right-footed. We see him right there.
Just take the words out of my mouth, Elias. Rip them out of my mouth. Elias Partamos on the scoreboard. The cannon lit the fuse. Finally.
He did. And look at this. It's beautiful. As we said, he's got his footwork going. And when he does, look at that lovely little touch. Created some space. What a pearl of a kick that was. Just bending it.
Andre Caro. Beautiful ball from Caro. Lamb's in the middle. Don't need him. Do not need him. Molan go 2-0. That was wonderful. And it all started because the doctor, Andre Caro, had the scalpel. Watch this. Watch how Caro cuts Cambo open. Beautiful pass down the line. That is a wonderful assist and a magnificent finish.
That's a great finish there.
Still have a scoreless goal line, Alex, after almost 10 minutes.
No, I didn't. I thought at least Fitzroy will be up a goal or two, but credit to Carlton. They've done everything right. They're defending well. They're attacking. They're not allowing Fitzroy.
Welcome back as we've concluded round 3 of Series Futsal Victoria Women. Michael Chavello joined by the one and only Scott Rogan. Scott, thanks for joining us. What a performance again by Fitzroy tonight. Dominant performance. Was there a moment in the match where you thought to yourself, we've got this. This is it. We're going to take this victory home?
Yeah, credit to the girls. They did very well for the whole game. There was a period, second half, I think, after we copped the own goal, and then Preston just kept coming at us just before we called the timeout. And I think those kind of moments is what decides whether you're going to win or lose the game, where you could have gone through that. We could have copped 3 or 4 goals. The girls stayed strong. Everyone played well. Kept a clean sheet in our worst period and probably Preston's best period. And I think after that, we were kind of like, all right, we've endured the worst. We should be good.
Hard to decide a player of the match, an MVP, but maybe Deanna Frescalzo. She had a wonderful night. She scored a couple of goals, and she was in the mix for a lot more attempts on goal as well.
Yeah, definitely. Deanna's a very versatile player. She came out firing right from the start, got us a few goals, and she did everything in defence as well. She holds the ball up. She moves it well. Yeah, like you said, though, very hard to pick. Liz did amazing in goals. All the girls really stepped up and did what they were supposed to.
At the start of the game, Fitzroy came out super aggressive. Was that the instruction you guys gave from the bench? Go out there, go out guns blazing, because Preston were rattled early on and it took them a long time to settle.
Yeah, I think we knew they have a bit of a big crowd coming in, so we knew we had to try and take charge early. We wanted to try and step up straight away, press them a little bit and take the game to them, because I think just our team's a little bit more accustomed to these high-stakes game. We've been fighting for the league for the last few seasons, so we just thought if we go out and get the goal early, put the pressure up early, it'll change the outcome of the game.
So next week, top of the ladder, Fitzroy versus bottom of the ladder, Pascoe Vale. Now, everyone's been thumping Pascoe Vale senseless, though they had shown improvements earlier on tonight. Even though they lost, it was by their smallest margin. Are we going to expect a complete avalanche next week from Fitzroy against Pascoe Vale?
You never know. You never know in this league. You never know who shows up to the games. You never know how you're going to play. Obviously, we're not going to go into it treating it differently. We're going to face them how we would face any other team.
Is there ever a danger in underestimating an underdog like Pascoe Vale? You can go in there too confident and, you know, a shock could happen?
I think there always is in a game. You can get, like you've had top teams versus bottom teams. The top team gets very unlucky. Bottom teams plays out of their skin, so you never know what's going to go. what's going to happen. So I think the girls, we've got to stick to our normal game plan, just play how we play.
Well, there you go, folks. A wonderful win for Fitzroy, the champions. They move to the top of the ladder. We thank Scotty Rogan. We'll see you Friday night, Scott.
Yeah.
Who's Fitzroy up against on Friday?
Preston.
There you go. Fitzroy
Doubleheader.
Preston in the men's on Friday night. Michael Chavello, Scott Rogan, on behalf of Han Tran, thanks for joining us. And we'll see you Friday night for our men's action.